And we begin here at noon with the latest in the investigation into the deadly runway collision at LaGuardia. Here is what we know right now. The NTSB is scheduled to provide another update this afternoon at 1:30. We've also learned investigators have now recovered the plane's black boxes. Runway 4 at LaGuardia, where the crash happened, is closed and will remain closed through Friday. We have team coverage this noon. Passengers are still facing disruptions. Jenna DeAngelis shows us how they're navigating all the changes. But let's begin with Lisa Rozner live at LaGuardia to explain where the investigation stands right now. Lisa.
Well, Jessica, the NTSB just arrived yesterday, and they are hard at work. As you mentioned, they have recovered the plane's black boxes. You can see behind me, runway 4 remains closed as investigators work to examine all components of the plane and the fire truck. Videos from Air Canada passenger Rebecca LaCoury show up close the deadly disaster Sunday just before midnight when the plane collided with a fire truck responding to a call at LaGuardia.
It was like a grinding noise, and then after that it was a huge just boom, and we just all jolted out of our seats.
The pilot, Antoine Foray, and the co-pilot were killed. The NTSB investigators will look at the air traffic controller's actions and surveillance video like this obtained by CBS News that shows the moment of impact. The plane smashed into the lead vehicle of a convoy of fire trucks. Recordings show the Port Authority firefighters clearly asked for and received permission to cross the runway. It was too late when the air traffic controller realized it was driving into danger.
Stop, truck one, stop. Stop, truck one.
In addition to the 2 deaths, more than 40 people were injured, including a flight attendant who fell through an opening in the severed aircraft while strapped to her seat. Also injured were Sergeant Michael Orsillo and Officer Adrian Baez, who were in the fire truck. The battalion chief of the Charlotte Fire Department explains firefighters must follow directions from the controller.
You will go to your standby spot and you will wait for the aircraft to land. During this incident, there was obviously something that went wrong, and that truck is so big, you know, that truck right there weighs probably 60,000 pounds. So it's not easy to get that thing to stop or to move. The same with the aircraft.
The U.S. Department of Transportation says more than one air traffic controller was working in the tower that night, but won't say how many. Experts say agency staffing tends to drop at night when there's fewer flights. Again, we are awaiting an update from the NTSB. We should be having that in about an hour and a half. We know that as part of their investigation, they will be looking closely at the wreckage, and they will also be interviewing the air traffic controller. We're live at LaGuardia Airport. Lisa Rozner, CBS News, New York.
Lisa, thank you. And as the investigation continues at LaGuardia, delays and cancellations persist as the airport is operating with only one runway. Jenna DeAngelis spoke with impacted travelers.
Jessica, travelers can expect another day of travel impact as LaGuardia works to rebound from mounting delays and cancellations following the tragic runway crash, which temporarily shut down the airport. As of 10 o'clock this morning, there were 225 cancellations posted and nearly as many delays. That's on top of the more than 600 cancellations yesterday, according to FlightAware. Keep in mind, LaGuardia Airport was closed up until 2 p.m. Monday. The Transportation Secretary says the airport is operating at reduced capacity as the runway where the accident happened is closed until Friday morning. On top of all of this, airports are dealing with a TSA staffing shortage amid the partial government shutdown. Typically, you could check security wait times on LaGuardia's website, but wait time reporting has been temporarily suspended. It says due to the federal funding lapse, security wait times may be significantly longer than normal. We spoke with impacted travelers.
We're gonna go get the hotel and stay there, and maybe on 25th we will get the flight back home.
We got here around 11 just to see if there might be a line outside, so we'll wait in that and see if we can get through. Luckily there was no line. We got through, we sat down, we ordered some food, our flight's delayed, and then 30 minutes after that canceled, and then we hopped in this big line with everybody else and we had to reschedule our flight. I'm missing work today because of it. The boys, everybody's tired.
After this, I'm not flying for a while.
The airport is urging travelers to allow for significantly more time and check with your airline for the status of your flight. At LaGuardia Airport, Jenna DeAngelis, CBS News, New York.
The NTSB's investigation into what happened is just beginning. The Air Canada jet had just landed when it collided with a fire truck that was responding to another plane incident. Both had been cleared to be on the runway. Earlier today, we spoke with pilot, author, and aviation safety expert Colleen Mondor about what was going on inside the tower at the time of the crash.
Had Southwest coming in, Air Canada behind it, Delta was behind Air Canada. And on top of that, because he's running ground, he's dealing with Frontier, which was taxiing out to the active runway, which is now runway 4. So there's a lot going on. That's an enormous amount for a single controller to be handling at any given moment.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy refuted claims of understaffing yesterday, saying LaGuardia is well staffed. Stay with CBS News New York for the very latest in the investigation into the deadly LaGuardia runway collision. Again, the NTSB is expected to hold a briefing this afternoon at 1:30. We'll be bringing you that live on air and streaming on CBS News New York.